There's nothing stronger than a mother's love for her child. We are about to introduce you to Sabrina, a Kalispell mother whose bond with her daughter Michaela is undeniable. A voice for a child who can't speak. But Michaela's story speaks volumes and developed into a charity, Michaela's Miracles and Blessings, and over the years has raised lots of money for those in need in the Flathead Valley.
Hey!
I think of inspiration. I think a little girl who has grown into a young woman has touched more lives with no words spoken.
Michaela is nonverbal, has no use of her limbs, and deals with seizures on a daily basis. But the love between mother, daughter, and even grandfather is undeniable.
Yep. I've never heard the words, "I love you, Mom," but I know she loves me. She can talk through her eyes, through her smile, through her laugh. She's touched thousands of lives. She's changed thousands of lives, and she saved my life. I was on one road, and God had a different plan for me and blessed me with one of his angels, and she truly changed it.
We got a little game we play. I scratch on the seat of my chair at my office chair, and she'll scratch on her chair. And so she'll wait to see if I'm doing that. She'll just stop and listen, and I'll do it, and she gets a smile on her face. And that's kind of cool, you know, for us as a grandpa. That's that kingpin in there. She smiles, we all smile. She laughs, we all start laughing.
Michaela turned 34 on May 20th. Incredible considering doctors said she'd never live beyond 1 year old.
Michaela had pneumonia over 50 times in her first 5 years of life. With her diagnosis of Aicardi syndrome, at that time, there was maybe 1,000 in the world, so there was nothing I could compare it to. So in my mind, I became a single mom at an early time, and then I just, I'm just gonna prove people wrong.
Michaela may not talk, but she is aware of her surroundings. The proof is in the pudding. Specifically, banana pudding.
It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. One time, 2 different people got her banana puddings, and her folks were talking, and they got sat down in front of her, and we turned around, and she was like, "Don't tell anybody, but I got 2 of them." She was so excited.
What do you think? The word no is not in Sabrina's vocabulary. She was determined to fight for her daughter, Michaela.
I can remember the days that she was diagnosed when they told me that my daughter would only live, a certain amount of time. And the doctor gave me a stack of paperwork like this, wanted me to learn what's in those papers, but that's not who Michaela was, so I just threw it away.
Somebody telling her no, that's like telling about 20 of us no. The family. Ain't gonna happen. We're gonna fix it.
She can take up a toy and figure it out, and to watch the satisfaction in her when she finds up, it's a light up toy, and she looks for the button. We all try to give her these different toys to see if we can really trick her, because she gets it and she turns it. And she's supposed to not know anything, but these doctors can tell me that she doesn't know, but I can give her anything, and she can turn that toy and make it work. And then she's she's thrilled, and she laughs, and she thinks it's funny. So for someone to try to tell me my daughter doesn't understand, yeah, I don't agree with them. I talked to her just like you and I are talking.
Michaela needed a specialized bed, so Sabrina acted like any mother. She reached out to the state's top officials, sending them this letter, and it included Michaela's picture, letting them know what her daughter was going through on a daily basis. But all she received was no. And Sabrina continued to fight for her daughter, determined to get her that bed.
The bed that she'd had it since she was 2 years old, and at the age of 21, I needed a safer bed for her, because what it does is it protects it on all 4 sides. It's a sleep-safe bed. And then that's when I went through to the state, because Michaela obviously has Medicaid, and the state of Montana told me no. They told me no 4 times.
When they said she wasn't gonna live, and then we're here, it means a lot, and it's because of Sabrina and the love that, you know, she gives her. And so that's what it means.
I made such a stink because I wrote to every congressman, senator, representative, president of the United States, vice president of the United States, governor.
Sabrina and Michaela went to court 4 times in Helena through a Medicaid hearing.
The state had 4 different attorneys and a couple nurses, and when that nurse looked at me and told me, you just need to put your daughter on the floor on a mattress and that'll keep her safe. I can't really say on camera what I really wanted to say, but it was like, no, not my child. And then right then is where I put big girl pants on, and I was going to get my own bed because they told me it was the 4th time, it was the last time. So then that's when I turned to, I was going to get the bed myself.
With all the litigation, wouldn't it have saved them money just to buy the bed?
Yeah, they probably could have bought me 4 beds by the time they paid all those attorneys, I'm sure.
Here we go, yes, here we go. Yeah.
The Flathead County community showed their kindness. Through donations and charities that included raffles, Sabrina was able to get Michaela the bed she needed, and they are not cheap.
The bed's like a $10,000 bed, and it's probably more now. But in about 6 weeks, I raised $26,000, and the bed, Sleep Safe Company, was moved by my story, so they donated a bed to Michaela. Yep, this is the bed. So this flips up, and then I can move it down. And I can raise these up. See, we have a few slinkies. And that's when I took that $26,000 and paid it forward and started Michaela's Miracles and Blessings to now that I can help other children with needs.
On a yearly basis, that one bed has gone on to help 3,000 to 5,000 kids in the Flathead County. Sabrina wants to make sure each kid with some form of special needs has a good quality of life.
You got it.
I bought multiple bikes for young kids. They're adaptive bikes, and it's just a bike. But Medicaid or the insurance companies won't buy them, and so then that's where the foundation comes in and helps those kids, because the quality of life is what matters, because I just want to save them all.
Here we go.
Michaela's Miracles and Blessings got started in 2012 and continues to go strong to this day. It's a nonprofit where no one earns a salary, and all efforts are done through volunteering.
I had a perfect picture of Michaela. We're going to do this, we're going to get married, and none of those were going to happen. But now my dreams, my hopes and dreams for Michaela are completely different.
Michaela's Miracles and Blessings got started with a chance encounter between Sabrina and DeSoto Grill owner Shauna Steele. Shauna went to Sabrina's place of work, Wisher's Auto Recycling, to get a title signed over, and from there, a friendship was built.
I said, we need to talk. I said, I have a car show that needs a nonprofit, and you have a nonprofit that needs a car show. And that was it. That was the beginning of everything.
Sabrina considers herself blessed, and her big heart is evident with the generosity of Michaela's Miracles and Blessings, helping those with special needs living in the Flathead Valley. On her property, Sabrina has 3 containers full of items to help those in need.
In this container, I mainly have my snow boots. I do have some coats. I do have some wheelchairs. I have computers. I have beds. I have standers. And these boots benefit kiddos that are here in the Flathead Valley throughout the schools. We give, and they're nice boots, they're brand new boots, so everything that I give and I donate to a child is new. It's not used clothing at all. I go through the counselors, I don't go through the families. The counselors know who the family, what family needs what, and there's no paperwork. They just call me up, they email me, they text me in need, and it's delivered within a day or so. We're not done yet, so I'm her voice. And she gives me the old boot every once in a while. And so this is what we're going to do. We're going to, save lives. We're going to make a difference. We're going to, like I've said, everyone needs a Sabrina. And through Michaela, that's what we're going to do.